Hi, Liz Harmer here. And I want to do a quick video on fulfillment and frustration. So, if you are pursuing a goal that is fulfilling to you, that's meaningful to you, likely that goal, on your path to that goal, you are going to encounter frustration. So, this is happening for so many high achievers that I work with. They're working on long, complex, difficult problems and challenges with long timelines, with a lot of obstacles. And so, of course, on the way to completing those projects, working towards those goals, they encounter frustration. We can't get rid of frustration. I wish we could. So, our goal is not to get rid of frustration, but to learn to work skillfully with it because you are 99.9% of the time going to encounter frustration on your path of fulfillment, on your path of trying to achieve goals that are meaningful towards you. So, what can we do? I'm going to cover this in a couple of videos, but this is the first one. And what I wanted to introduce in this video is a concept in a book that I love by the Nagoski sisters called Burnout, a concept called the monitor. And so, this is a part of your brain. The official title is discrepancy reducing increasing feedback loop. That's the part of our brain. And the friendly term is called the monitor because it's frankly it's just easier to remember. I had to glance down at the book to remember it. And what the monitor does is it's paying attention, it's monitoring your goal, how much progress you're making towards that goal, and how much energy you're expending. It's always making those calculations. And think about why your brain is doing this from a survival evolutionary point of view. So we share a lot of our evolutionary wiring from animals. So I'm going to use the metaphor of an animal. Now imagine a lion in the savannah chasing a gazelle. And imagine it's chasing a really far away gazelle. So what's going to happen is the lion is chasing that gazelle. The gazelle is really far away. And the monitor is going to kick in and it's going to say, "Hey, lion, you're chasing a food resource and you're not getting it. You're burning too much energy on the way to that really hard to achieve goal." And so what's going to happen inside is a hormonal shift to redirect your focus away from that far gazelle and towards something that's closer, right? And this had to happen from an evolutionary point of view because resources were scarce. We couldn't be going around going after resources that were too far away, burning up all of our food supplies in the meantime. So that worked in a very food scarce, survival based world. This evolutionary wiring does not work in our modern world when we're chasing gazelles that are not about food, but are about meaningful projects. And so the first tip to manage this frustration on your path to fulfillment is simply to label it, to say, when you're feeling that frustration, and frustration is the cue, right? So when you're feeling frustration, just label it. Hey, that's my monitor. My monitor is kicking in, is trying to conserve resources for me, but I'm not a lion. I'm not chasing a gazelle. I have access to food and water to keep me resourced. And this goal is important to me. I want to keep chasing this faraway gazelle. So that's the first tip. Just really notice that your monitor is kicking in, label it, say, my monitor is here, and reorient yourself to that far away gazelle because it's important to you, reminding yourself that you have the resources to keep going.